everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Age Perfect Beauty. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the e.l.f. contour palette. It's an inexpensive contour palette that is really simple to use. All powders. You can get it from Walmart for under $8, so inexpensive as well. Great little addition to have to your makeup repertoire, especially if you are noticing, which happens to a lot of us as we get older, that our face is adjusting, right? It's starting to change, and where our cheekbones once were quite aren't where they used to be. Maybe we need a little bit more definition in our face. Right now, all I have on is foundation, lipstick, and eyeshadow, so you're going to notice that I look really without dimension on the rest of my face because I haven't done any contouring. So in today's video, that's what we're going to be covering. We're going to be covering how this kind of technique, if done well, it can slim your face down. It can add the dimension where you used to have it and you want it back again. It's a great little trick to learn, and the easiest way to learn it is with powder. So that's what we're going to do today. So let's get into it. One of the most important things to remember when you're doing contouring and highlighting, it's kind of like yin and yang. If you're going to contour, you have to highlight. You can't just contour without highlighting because the dark and the light work in balance with each other. And that's what gives you the structure that you need on your face. If you wanted to just highlight and not contour, you certainly can do that. You can add just a little bit of highlight into the top kind of areas of your face that pop out. If that's what you choose to do, fine. But if you are going to contour, remember you must highlight. And another really important thing to take note of here is that everybody's face shape's a little bit different. So the way I'm going to be contouring may be slightly different than the way you need to contour based on your face shape. I've got a bit of a round face. You may have more of a square face or a tiny little face or heart-shaped face. The most important thing is to remember the little tricks that I'm going to be teaching you here today. So let's begin. I'm using this e.l.f. palette. I'm going to be going in with the contour color, which is this one right here. And I'm going to take a contour brush. This is from Sephora. And you see it's just round. You could also use one that's a bit slanted, but you don't want it to be very big. Unless you have a very large face, you want to make sure that your contour brush that you use is quite small and it works well in those little nooks and crannies. Now, we all have naturalness, natural darkness, natural concave that kind of happens on our cheeks, or kind of on the bottom of our cheeks. And you know, the best thing to do is to suck your lips in, give yourself that duck look, right? And you can see it naturally. It's right there. So on me, it's going to be a little bit different than it will be on you, but if you do the same technique, suck those lips in, you're going to see where that natural concave really is. I'm going to take my brush. I'm just going to put a little bit of powder on here, not too much. I'm going to use this mirror that my e.l.f. Compact here, my e.l.f. palette comes with. I'm going to suck in my lips and I'm going to apply the contour. Okay, so what you'll notice here is I'm using my bone structure to create where the contour should go, okay? And to the side, it just looks like I've got this, you know, stripe of darkness going down, and we don't want that. So what we're going to do is we're going to start blending it, but we never want to blend it down. We really never want to go with our contour any farther than the middle of our pupil as well. If you go too low with your contour, like, let's face it, you don't really have like a whole lot of bone structure down here. Your bone structure's in here, and this is the area that we're trying to create that darkness, and then we're going to add that light, and we're going to see how it all blends together and it creates that little bit of a slimmer face. So now what I'm going to do is just take my brush and blend that contour going upwards right into my hairline. Nice and soft. I don't really want to see sharpness here. If you've put on too much, which can happen when you're practicing this, and you do need to practice this. This does not come second nature. Once you get it, you're good to go all the time. Just take a little sponge and just blend it in a little bit more. It's all about softness. It's all about creating that dark so that we can add that light on top of it. So let's go on and do the other side. And remember, everybody's face is a little bit different. One side of your face is a little bit different than the other side of your face. Don't panic about these things. All you really need to do is work with your own bone structure and it'll all look good in the end, okay? And remember to breathe. I say that as a joke because some of my clients forget to breathe when I ask them to do this. If you feel like you've gone down a little bit too far, just take a little sponge, clean it up. Right? My whole goal here is to create just a light, natural contour. Okay? Now, if you wanted to do a little bit of slimming of the chin, take a little bit of your product here, a little bit of your contour powder, and again, just on that, use your own bone structure here, okay? Right here, I'm going to add that powder, and then I'm just going to blend it down. So we don't want to see, we really don't want to see, you know, a little dark circle around our neck. Not a good look. Okay, so we're just going to blend that out. Now, I've got a round face. I accept the fact I have a round face. When I lose a lot of weight, my face is still round, it just looks smaller. I was never blessed with beautiful, amazing cheekbones. My niece was blessed with them, but I was not blessed with them. So, when you don't have these things, you can certainly do a little bit of contouring to create the illusion that you have them. Now, I wear bangs, so it's not important to me, but if you don't wear bangs, you could always go up here and contour around the hairline, okay? That brings dimension into the face as well. And just make sure that it's well blended all the way around. You don't want, you know, I see some of these things on YouTube. I see some of these contouring videos on YouTube and on Instagram, and I just think, oh my gosh. I suppose when you're 20, it looks just fine to, you know, have ski lifts going up and down your face, but as you get older and in general, contouring is not about that. Contouring is about softness and using the shape of your face to create that dark and light. Okay, now we're gonna go in with a little blush. I've chosen a MAC one called Like Me, Love Me. It's a corally color. It's very, very super hot here in Toronto, so we're finally in summer. And I really just want something that's fresh and pretty. So now I'm gonna go in with a blush. Let me just grab my mirror here. And I'm just going to do, you've seen me do this before, it's just a soft C direction here that I'm using. Do a little smile. Okay, like so. Just want a little something something on the cheeks. I need it. So my best friend surprised me and has booked us on an amazing 5-night getaway to Jamaica at the end of this month. So I think what I might do is perhaps do a video of the type of makeup that I'm going to bring with me, because it's going to be the end of July. It's going to be stinking hot, but we don't care because we're going to lay around the pool. We're going to just drink and have a good time. But you know, come evening, I'm going to want to look nice. So what I'm going to do is show you the products that I'm going to take with me. If you guys even want to see that, let me know below. Let me know in the comments below. Now, I'm going to take the highlighter of this palette, okay, this nice light one. I wouldn't say it's my favorite highlighter in the whole world, but I can tell you that it's a decent highlighter for women who are a little bit older. This one, the lighter one beside it, that one, looks like that. Okay, see if I can get that. So this is the one I'm going to use because I'm so light. I think this is the one you would use if you were a little bit darker. And I'm saying deeper. You would not use, this is not an ideal palette. This comes in different colors, but this is not going to be the most ideal palette for you if you're very deep colored. This is more for medium deepness, light skin like mine. Okay, now I'm going to take that light color right here, just with a little brush. This is just a Real Techniques brush. And now what I'm going to do is add highlighter right to the top of my cheekbone. And I'm going to really blend this in. You know I love my Hourglass highlighting strobing powders. You could certainly use that. If you like that and you have it, you could certainly use that instead of this. But you know what? This is a great little palette. I want to show you how you can use it all. I see some of these palettes that are on, you know, in Sephora, and some of them are beautiful, you know, contour palettes. I have a lovely one that I carry in my kit from Smashbox that I absolutely love, but it's not because of the highlighter, it's not because of the bronzer, it's all because I love the color of the contour powder. But this one is a good rival for it, that's for sure. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is add just a little bit of highlighter right in here, just to counterbalance that darkness. Now, just to show you how you can use this entire palette, I'm going to go in with the bronzer now and just give my face, this is just a Real Techniques brush, just give my face an overall nice bronze look. Just lightly. You know I like to go down my neck a little bit with my bronzer. Just kind of where the sun would hit normally. Okay, so here is your final look. Now you'll see that we've done the contour, we've done a little blush here, and then we've done a highlighter above it. And then we've added just a little bit of bronzer all over the face. And same with this side as well. If you feel like you need to blend a little more, go in and blend a little more. Just make sure that all the lines are soft, that your contour is natural, that it's not too obvious, and then it gives you the desired finish that you like. We didn't cover contouring the nose. I will do that in another video, as I prefer to use creams for that rather than powders. Okay, so I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider subscribing. Please give it a thumbs up, and I really do appreciate you watching, and I look forward to seeing you next time on Age Perfect Beauty.